project was conceived as a response to the Regional Park Programme. And the Regional Park Programme was an attempt to, if you like, to rebrand East Lancashire as an area of natural beauty.
Mid-Pennine Arts approached the council to see if we could locate a site where they could install a Panopticon.
There was an international competition to select people through working with North West Development and Lancashire Economic Partnership, and at that stage Blackburn had a site and we worked in with the North West Development Agency to pick the site really.
The site used to be an old cannon battery site. There used to be 2 cannon batteries on site many years ago. I don't know the exact date.
It was a fantastic site, had, as you imagine, cannons, but it got into decay and it was underused. It was sort of, I think, undervalued. So picking this site is great because it's reinvented it, it's brought it back into use, and it's now a modern monument in a redeveloped park.
We're planning on being on site for approximately 12 weeks, and with a series of subcontractors that will be working with us that will help with some of the construction of the fencing, the metalwork, the terrazzo, tutura tiling, and also the reinforced concrete. We're cutting an opening through one of the U sort of walls that is within this old cannon battery, and once we cut through that, we'll return the stonework and then redress up the stonework that hasn't been exposed before. So that is a particular craft that we will be using on the job, and it is a local Lancastrian chap that's going to be doing it for us.
We got involved in the Panopticons project pretty much when it started, and I think one of the reasons why we got involved was we were keen to support this concept of a regional park in East Lancashire. In terms of boosting business confidence, it's very important that we do things that improve the quality of the local environment. So it's important that we do invest in things like public art and public realm, which has to be of very good quality, because there's no point doing something if you're not going to do it properly. And we think Panopticons is a good way of doing that.
I remember it here when there was a couple of old tatty cannons, and we'd always come up here to look over the town, and you can't quite see as much of it now because the trees have got bigger. But it's great. It's it's another reason to visit the park. It shows that things are moving forward as they need to in any town, and it's another little gem for Blackburn.
Joe Rippon, the architect, drew inspiration from the hill palaces of North India for the design that she came up with. She travelled, I think, in North India and marvelled at the hill palaces that had elaborately tiled, coloured viewing platforms to look out at the mountains from.
Well, in terms of public art, it works because you can walk on it, and there's an awful lot of art that's done that you can just stare at. And this is from all different angles. You can walk around it and see it from a different angle. You can walk down here and you're into a different bit of the park. You can stand on top and you can go onto a viewing platform which lifts you above the trees. So it's got, it's going to be used, and people won't even recognise it as a piece of art. They'll just recognise it as a piece of, they've done up the battery a little bit, and that's great. Some people will see all different things into it. You can see art in it, or you can see it as just a bit of regeneration of part of the park.
Well, one of the great things about Panopticons is that it's a fantastic resource to build projects around. So it's perfectly conceivable that a school might say, let's develop a whole project around public art or around design or around a sense of place and landscape. So the Panopticons project offers us a huge range of opportunities for developing other educational work because it's such a rich resource.
Well, we saw this as an integral part of trying to sell Lancashire as, the green city, the city with room to breathe, rural living in an urban environment, all about an exciting project that would really uplift Lancashire and make it appear very special, very different to the rest of the North West.
declare this Panopticon open.
And a sharp pair of scissors. There we go.
There we go.
The really good thing about this achievement now is that it provides a focal point for people in Blackburn with Darwin to come and look at this view and just appreciate how fantastic it is to be here, because this is a message we're trying to get across more widely, that Blackburn, East Lancashire, Burnley, all these places, they're not it's not the kind of grim up north scenario that people are used to. It is a fantastic quality of life around here, and this exemplifies that, I think.
It means that an underused site has been brought back into use, it's available to the public, and it fully complements a fantastic redevelopment of the park.
Yeah, I think it ticks a lot of boxes. It's interactive, it's about regeneration, and it's art. So I think it's money well spent, really.
It is a wonderful setting. It's a beautifully looked after park. It's got a fantastic vista, and really I think it's a tribute to everybody concerned. I think it's a delightful opening, and I'm thrilled with it, really thrilled.
It was great that they decided to take on this challenge, because it was a really ambitious and still is a really ambitious project for East Lancashire. Nothing of its kind has ever been seen around here. It is by far the most exciting piece of public art endeavour in East Lancashire, and they really should be applauded for stepping up to the mark and thinking ambitiously about the scope and scale of this project. So I do applaud them for that and for their determination in making it a reality, because it's been very, very hard work.
What I feel is special about the whole Panopticons project, and about this one as the first Panopticon, is that it's an object of fascination in itself, but it also has that other dimension. It's also a prism through which we invite people to look at East Lancashire and to discover the fantastic landscape of East Lancashire.